Well, you're back with us. We had a slight technical problem there, but we are back with you, so I hope you can hear this. Nothing much has happened in the first few minutes. Kettering kicking from left to right. Rushall have a throw-in on the far side. It's 0-0 here. It is Salmons with the ball, but Towers heads the ball to Meikle. Meikle takes one touch. He's knocked off it by Lund. Lund flicks the ball through. He goes through. Storer and White between them get the ball, and Paul White collects as Benjamin Lund was looming to pounce on Paul White. O'Connor there was fouled by Oren Penley. Penley won't like that, but it's a foul just outside the penalty area. Aaron O'Connor back in the side along with his strike partner now, Dan Holman. That's a very, very useful partnership. But Marcus Kelly is going to be taking this. Afternoon, Ed. Ed is not switched on. Well, I've said that a few times.
Yeah. Afternoon.
Afternoon, Ed.
Yes, it's cold, isn't it?
It is cold, yep. Marcus Kelly then with this free kick, 3 in the wall. Referee trying to line them up.
Could have a dig here, you know.
Pardon?
He may have a shot here, you know.
He might have a shot. It tending that way. Kelly nips it in towards the back post. There's Luke Graham at the back, and it goes off for a corner. Luke Graham going to get a rare attempt at goal. He scored 2 goals in his Kettering Town career, one against AFC Telford United many moons ago. That was the winning goal in the promotion season. But
who was the other one against?
You tell me.
I don't know.
I'm asking you. So it's going to be a corner on the far side. It's going to be Honus to take this, placing the ball down. Everybody in Kettering's half, bar Towers and Lund. And it comes a poor corner though from Honus. He gets the ball back, takes a touch, does a little dummy. Still Honus, dummy again. Plays one in towards Holman, but it's cleared easily by Rushall. And away now comes Lund. He's got nobody with him at the moment. He's got Towers alongside him. London Towers flying for this. It's Towers that wins, gets the ball to Kelly. Kelly places the ball back to Paul White. He delivers it towards O'Connor, but Penley gets there first. Finds Salmons, but he's robbed by Meikle. Meikle running away here. Surely not another super shot. Puts the ball through to Honus. He can't quite get there. He kept the ball in play though. At an acute angle now. He's still got the ball. Feeds it out to Kelly on the far side. Kelly beats his man. Going to try and get a crossover. He can't get it over. Puts it back to Honus. Honus takes a touch. Another touch. A little flick through, but too heavy there from Roe Turner. And it goes out for a goal kick. So there we are. Joe Slynn with the ball. He's in green and black. Quite a few Poppies fans here. Only an hour away from the metropolis. And it hopefully will be a success on the road again for Kettering. The last away trip before Christmas, I think it is now. But it is Joe Slynn. Luke Graham wins that, but puts it out for a throw-in, and it comes near where we are. You can see Dave Mahoney down there on the sidelines, along with Gary Graham. They're huddled together. Throw-in then to Rushall Olympic. Back with... it's cleared by Story. He's punted it up front, but I don't think O'Connor can get there. He can't. Foul there by Meikle. It's going to be a free kick to Rushall Olympic in the centre circle in Kettering's half. Tall side, it looks like Rushall Olympic. Very large indeed. It's going to be a free kick taken by by Salmons. Dan Holman's the one-man wall, but it is still Salmons over the ball. Referee asks him to get on with it. In comes the ball, back post, headed on, and Penley heads that out for a goal kick. Lauren Penley played 3 times for Kettering this season and moved to the West Midlands having come from Redditch United the season prior. Paul White then with the goal kick. White finds Towers, he plays it along the penalty area. Towers looks up, puts a long ball towards O'Connor, but he's dwarfed, but does win the header. Or doesn't win the header, in fact. But it's a throw into Kettering, taken by Storer. And the health and safety man goes flying. Yes, thanks. Luke Graham and Rowe turn underneath. Graham wins the ball, heads it out towards Richards. Richards can't get there. Rowe Turner does, but gives the ball back to Salmon. Salmon deep inside his own half. It's a long ball going to chase here. And Towers does well to get the ball to Luke Graham. He finds Meikle. Meikle turns, puts the ball through the legs, a nutmeg. And then is beaten to it himself by Schmeichel. Gives the ball away to Kelly. Kelly back to Rowe Turner. Rowe Turner back to Kelly. Back to Rowe Turner. A bit like a tennis match at the moment. Turner is going to pass it to Paul White, changes his mind. Puts the ball towards Honus, who's pushed in the back. Referee gives the foul just inside the Rushall half. Honus goes down holding his head, but referee goes over to see if he's okay. He is okay. He's up on his feet. Rowe Turner over the ball. Catching a chance here to put some pressure on the tall Rushall Olympic defence. Moving ball, says the referee, so has to be retaken again. And it was a moving ball.
Rowe Turner there. He didn't need to move the ball at all, but he's easy spot. Lord of the Rings.
Pardon?
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. I'd have never read that. Long ball and Towers underneath it. And up and under, and that's going to go anywhere underneath it is Waldron. He's the leading goal scorer for Rushall. Comes inside, he's beaten, still running through. Good run here from Waldron. He's got 3 or 4 around him, and it is Kelly that wins the ball in the end, rather desperately, but it's given away to Little. Puts a high ball over the back post, nobody there, and that should go out for a goal kick. One or two of the Rushall fans there enjoying the moment of a threat towards the Kettering goal. Paul White collecting the ball. No ball boys here, I'm afraid. 0-0 here at Dales Lane. You're listening to Poppy's TV audio. Had a bit of a dodgy start with the old signal, but I think we're okay now. Paul White then with the goal kick. He's going to take it quickly. Doesn't. Another attempt.
Mine's gone, that's why we can't use it.
So, Paul White trying to find Richards, who's pushed, and he gets the decision from the referee. It's just inside the Rushall half in the right-hand side. Storer in front of the home dugout, puts a long ball for Honus to chase by the corner flag. He does so, he's down there. He's got one round him, and he still wins the ball. Gets it to Meikle, to Honus. Honus to Storer. Storer just outside the penalty area. Thought about a shot. Tries one now, and that just goes over the left-hand post, rising as it was going, head back, and a bit like a Sputio shot, really.
Yeah, good move from Kettering though. Storer did have options, decided to go on his weaker foot, and probably showed why it was his weaker foot.
Yeah, at least it's a strike on, well, not on target, but it's a strike at goal, and it is 0-0. So this is quite a tall, big side they're playing against, dwarfing some of the Kettering players. So it should be interesting at set pieces when and if Rushall get one. Goal kick taken by Slynn, deep into Kettering's half, won by Luke Graham, but he loses out to May. May finds Schmeichel on the other side. He's got Salmon, finds Schmeichel again, but there's Rowe Turner trying to shepherd this out for a goal kick. Can't, and Luke Graham has to mop up and put the ball out for a throw-in. So I think Rowe Turner trying to get it out for a goal kick. Didn't happen. Luke Graham has to cover for the mistake, and it's a throw-in to be taken by Tyler Little on the far side, midway in the Kettering half. He finds Schmeichel. Squared ball to Salmon. Salmon's thought about a shot. Might do it now. He does. He puts one in here. And that goes over Paul White's goal. Under no threat. Paul White just looked at that going over. But it shows intent from Rushall. They're not going to lie down to the league leaders.
No, and it will have taken a lot out of Kettering. Sorry, Tuesday night's game. So Kettering had to keep going until the last minute to ensure a win against Stourbridge. So, you know, they've had a really tough game midweek, and they're going to come here and they're not going to get an easy one either here.
Back header by Richens. That goes out for a throw-in to Rushall, on the left-hand side by the home dugout. Yes, the Stourbridge game certainly did take a lot of Kettering. It was a great game of football from both sides, and let's see what impact that will have on the Poppies. They should be up for this game, adrenaline-wise, but we won't know how much took out of them on Tuesday night.
There's a few changes, isn't there? Obviously, Kelly Evans came off with that injury, so he's not in. So Luke Gray, what are the changes have you got out there? Honus is in and Milnes is out as well. Well, Milnes is on the bench though, but of course Borg coming back into the squad. We've got Bradley Kazeni as well. First look at him if he comes on.
Yeah, ex-St Albans, so and Wheatleaf I think he played for in his prior, but it'll be our first look at him if he makes his debut. It's a Kettering throw by the halfway line. Richens falls over, still gets the ball though, hooks it towards O'Connor, but O'Connor who's out the way actually, and but it finds Storer, a high header, Meikle, but he sells Storer the wrong way, and a bit of a tussle here. Ball is out of play. No, it's not, says the linesman, and Penley has to lump the ball into the countryside.
That was a good call from the linesman, and the whole ball hadn't gone over. We were right above it where we are.
That's one ball lost in the outback here in Rushall, down by the pub I think it is down there. And it is Meikle with the ball. It's a bit of across there is Holman outside the penalty area. Holman, 2 or 3 round him. There's a ball on the far side to Roe Turner. Roe Turner's going to put one in. He does, and Sling gets a hand to it. Good job he did, because that was had got O'Connor behind him, and Rushall get the ball away. First real serious threat from either side came Kettering's there. Joe Slin did very well to get a hand on it, and the ball is back with Gary Storer. Flicks the ball through away to Holman, but he loses out, and Rushall get the chance to break away now. Good challenge by Michael Richens. It's a throw in on the halfway line, but game livening up a bit, denying Daniel Waldron did Meikle. He's their danger man. 7 goals in the league so far this season. Rushall's one of the sides in form, along with Kettering, of course. Storer wins the header to Meikle. Meikle gets it to Richens, but a long chase there for O'Connor, but you're going to find Little gets the ball back to Joe Slin. Takes a touch and luckily gets the ball away actually, but it's back into the half. Combination of 2 Rushall players put the ball out for a throw-in. That was Penley and Aldeacon, and the number 3 I think his name is Altecan.
Close enough.
Throw into Kettering. It's Storer to Meikle. Meikle under pressure, puts it back to Storer with a throw into Kettering on the halfway line. Not a lot of movement. Holman though has the ball now, but loses it, and away comes Salmons. Now the chance here for Rushall, feeding through the number 19 Lund on the far side. In comes the number 8 Luke Graham, cuts the ball out and puts it out for a throw in on the far side. Good movement though from Rushall there. They had 3 advancing players. The right ball could have forced Kettering into some sort of defensive strategy. Good turn there from May, puts the ball over, and Paul White comes out, collects, rolls the ball out to Meikle, who's on the attack straight away. Puts the long ball through to O'Connor to chase. Connor will do well to keep this in, and if he can, he does. He puts the ball over. It's a hit and hope over. It's not bad actually. In comes Kelly, but hoofed out by Penley, only towards Richens though. Richens outside the penalty area. Is he going to try a shot? He's still weaving through. Tries a shot, drags it wide, and the chance has gone. But I think he was a bit off balance there as well, Ed.
Yeah, it's one of those where he either had to take the shot on or he was going to lose the ball, so can't blame him for dragging that one. Would have taken a good finish from there to get anything at least on target, but good work from Richens. Don't see that often from him really, do we? The running with the ball as such. It's more sort of tackling and passing, but he's shown he can do a little bit of that as well.
So we're about, let's see how many we're about 19 minutes into this first half. Still 0-0 here at Dales Lane, Rushall Olympic And it's Rushall in the attack now. Paul White having to come out rather quickly. There's a bit of a mix-up. White comes out and has to fend the ball away as the 14 goes down. That is May. He gets up.
What on earth happened there?
It's going to be a throw-in. Throw-in to Rushall on the far side then. A bit of panic there for Paul White, but he's okay. Throw-in hasn't been taken yet. A lot of movement. It's with O'Callaghan. And O'Callaghan gets another throw-in. Tiny little to take this. Still with the ball on the far side, finding Salmons. Salmons having to look back, being pressurised, puts the ball right back to the goalkeeper, who's well out of his area. He's out the penalty area as O'Connor tries to close him down. Punts the ball forward towards Lund. It's over his head, and Storer heads the ball back to Paul White. Got a good vantage point where we are up here. Gantry with covered sides, unlike the Eiger that we have to climb at home games. And the carpet as well. So it's Dan Holman with the ball. He flicks it through to Meikle. He's at the penalty area. Puts one in here. Good chance here. There's headed away off from Honus. Good header there by Whittle, denying Honus a header on target. Graham wins the ball but heads that out. Throw in to Rushall, the Picks, as they are known, on the far side. Near our photographer, Peter Short, who's hasn't got his camera to his eye at the moment.
Yes, no flip-flops for Mr. Short today, I don't think.
No flip-flops indeed. Throw in then, taken by Rushall, headed on by Roe Turner. A little flick, and Towers has to play the ball back. He doesn't, change his mind, does well, turns. There's a ball towards O'Connor. Penley's underneath him. Penley wins that. A little challenge between the former teammates. Penley puts the ball high in there. Holman trying to get there. Can't get there. The 7 can. That's Waldron. Flicks it through to Towers. Towers to Storer. Storer puts the ball down. It comes off a Rushall player that somehow finds Meikle, who squares it to Richards on the halfway line. He plays it wide on the far side to Roe Turner. Turner back to Richards. Richards looks up, plays it square to Holman by the centre circle, plays it through to Meikle. Meikle might try a shot, doesn't. Gives the ball to Holman. Holman turns one way, turns it, puts up a little shot there, little flick. And I thought that was going to creep over goalkeeper Slynn, but it didn't. Took a very good catch. And getting a bit of encouragement from the Kettering fans behind the goalmouth there, Ed. Slynn then on the edge of the penalty area. Ball in play. Luke Graham underneath it, wins that. Only towards Salmons. Kelly underneath, but it's a punt forward by Rushall. Paul White easily comes out, collects it, rolls the ball to Declan Towers. Towers with a bit of space now to move forward. He's being chased. Man on is the cry, but he has to turn. Puts the ball back to Paul White. White on the edge of his area in the D. Trying to find Kelly on the far side. Kelly flicks a header on, but it's cut out by Little. He only gives it to Graham, who punts the ball forward. He can only find Whittle. That ball now is punt for Towers underneath with Lund chasing him. Heads the ball back to Paul White. And danger averse. White just throws the ball out. Has a little chat with Lund there. Towers to Richards. Richards puts the ball forward to Kelly. Kelly, back move to Luke Graham on the far side. Graham takes his time. Kelly appears to move forward. It's a long ball towards Honus. That's cut out though by Rushall, and it goes out for a throw-in. Roe Turner, midway in the Rushall half, finds Kelly. Kelly, I'm getting on these little darting runs. He weaves one way, flicks the ball through to Meikle. Meikle's got Richards with him. Does use Richards. Richards now plucks the ball through to Meikle. Meikle's going to turn a little turn. He's coming in one way, flicks one, and that's 3 points. And that goes out of the ground, killing a parrot and a squirrel who are
well, on
in
Tuesday when we saw his shot bubble, and we all thought it was going to go over, it went in. Today we've seen his shot bubble, we all thought it was going to go over. And it
So some brave soul's going to have to go and climb on there and get it off the netting.
Oh, they'll just have a big stick and poke it from underneath, wouldn't they, surely?
We shall see, but the ball is still on top. A new ball has been replaced. Latest scores here. Lowest off 1, FC Rushall Diamonds 0, St Ives 2, Banbury 1, Stourbridge 1, Tamworth 0.
Yeah.
So Meikle puts the ball out for a throw-in into the Kettering half. Under a challenge there. Stourbridge will be also very tired from that epic game on Tuesday, but they're 1-0 up against Tamworth. Let's hope the Lambs can silence Stourbridge.
Oh.
Had to get one in.
That's just sheer stupidity.
Salmons with the ball, a long ball to the far side. Kelly is underneath it, but it is Meikle still with the ball, does well under pressure from Holman. Still on the far side with Rushall, just outside the Kettering penalty area. Takes one touch, takes another. In comes a shot, blocked by Richards. Only to Ashley Salmons. He finds O'Callaghan, up and under from him. Won by Declan Towers, but an offside flag. I think he's. Are they moving a train on there, or is that a 4 or a 6? Paul White then going to take this free kick. Just outside the D, about a metre and a half from his D. Paul White. It's a long ball. Honus will do very well to keep this in. He's obstructed by Penley. They collide. No love lost there, I don't think. Penley on the floor. And it goes out for a goal kick. Referee having a little chat there with it's O'Connor, actually, not Honus, but O'Connor.
Kettering fans welcoming Orin Pendley back to a game featuring Kettering.
Yep. I won't go into what they were saying, but I'm sure you can imagine. Joe Slynn with the free kick in his penalty area. Delivers the ball. Falls over in doing so. Headed back by Richards, but it's not well directed. It's pumped back into the Kettering half. Graham underneath it. Does well, Luke Graham, to Storer over his head. Flicks the ball through, cut out though, only to Meikle. Meikle to Holman. Holman, bit of skill there, flicks the ball for Rhys Honus to actually chase. He's got Penley behind him. Still Honus. Still Honus, having to go back a little bit. Penley still with him. He's found at Meikle, back to Honus. Still Honus, back to Meikle. On very close on this byline. Good little flip through, and Honus is away now. He's down by the byline, puts the ball over.
Oh, it's the
almost an own goal, hitting the post and going out. I thought it was in. Well, how did that stay out?
That's your answer. I don't know. He said it would have been an own goal, I think.
Yeah, it's a low cross in there, very low. The player got a head to it, can't see who it was. It's to stick on the post, then fall out for a corner. So a corner to Kettering. First real chance of the game to Kettering. It's Kelly with this corner. Kelly high towards the back post. There's Richards. Oh, 1-0! Michael Richards. Nothing Slynn can do about it. He pushed it into the top hand corner. 1-0 the Poppies. And all from that corner from Kelly. And Kettering take the lead.
Yeah, it was a slow corner, wasn't it? We've seen previously Kettering whip the corners in with a bit of pace and sort of. They always go sort of head height, and that one was a bit of pace taken off it, floated in towards the back post. As you say, Richards met it. Goalkeeper got a strong hand to it, Joe Sun, but he could only push it into the roof of the net. 1-0.
Yeah, we've seen Richards with a lot of misplaced headers in recent games, certainly against Leiston, where he had the chance to equalise, and it came off a Thrupley bid head, we called it then, but that was a purely directed header.
Toblerone head.
Toblerone head, that's the one, and it was a fantastic header there by Richards, not known for his heading ability, but he'll take that. So Captain Richards, man of the match on Tuesday night, and man of the match against Royston. Is he going for a hat-trick? We shall see. So 1-0 then to the Poppies, and we are into 28 minutes of this first half. Rushall get the game underway. Ball is out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. I can find the ball. Ball is back with Penley, who's thrown it to player on the other side. It's a throw-in to Rushall. just by the halfway line. 1-0 to the Poppies. If you just joined us, listen to Poppies TV audio with Ed Palmer and myself. Kelly flicks the ball forward towards towards Honus. He's beaten to it. Finds Salmons. He's got O'Callaghan to now. Here's the chance here for Waldron, being chased by Storer. Down by the Kettering byline, puts the ball through, headed out, and that was a chance there. Over the bar by the number 14, Simon May. No direction in it, but a good move and a good cross by Waldron. Rushall trying to reply to the Kettering goal straight away.
Now, a lot of people say that referees and their assistants aren't tough. I'm not having that today, because all three of them are wearing short sleeves in this, and there are only 5 players out there that are matching them. Everyone else has got long sleeves or Under Armour on.
Have we got any gloves?
There's a few gloves, yeah. Roe Turner, Honus and O'Connor gloves.
And the goalkeepers, of course.
Well, yes. But no, I'm not having that. Referees are braving it, I think, today.
Yes, it's very cool indeed, as you'd expect this time of year. If there'd been a wind, it would be bitter.
Yeah, we're grateful for the fact that it is calm on the breeze front.
Throw in by Rushall, won by Towers. But the number 8 O'Callaghan wins the ball, tries to flick the ball through, which he does to Little on the far side. Little out in the penalty area. He's got Roe Turner in front of him. Here comes Little. Tries on a low shot, comes in, and that just goes off Luke Graham, I think.
It did, yeah.
Is a corner. It was whipped across the goal mouth. Any touch, and Paul White would have been in trouble. Luke Graham got a foot to it and just steered it away for a corner on the left-hand side here. That's a really good chance for the Picks. It's going to be a corner by the Picks Pantry. We had a burger earlier, very nice indeed. In comes the corner now, comes out, headed out by Richards, and that one's also gone into the West Midland countryside behind us here on the gantry. Another new ball required. Here it comes, throw in to be taken by by Decan.
Definitely wasteland behind us.
So throw in then, it's midway in Kettering's half by the penalty area, let's say. It's going to be a long throw in, it comes in. There's Towers and Richards, gets the ball out towards Kelly, but I think it's going to be picked up by May. It is. He puts the ball out to O'Callaghan on the far side, being chased by Roe Turner. He slips, gets the ball back, in comes Kelly. Kelly can't get the ball off the 14, but Holman can. Feeds the ball through to O'Connor, but he flicks it, and possession is back with Rushall. It is Waldron to Decan. He's got Storer with him. Comes off there, and it's a corner to Rushall again. A bit of pressure here for Kettering Town to absorb. 1-0 ahead after that headed goal by Michael Richards. Corner's going to be taken by Captain Ashley Salmons. Bit of pushing on the goal line there with Storer and White and a Rushall player. Corner comes in. There would be a foul, I would think, here, and in it comes here. Back post. Paul White takes it the second time he was being fouled. White does exceptionally well there, catching it on the second attempt, and good work there from the Irishman.
Now, I would argue that if you've had to scream the word early 5 times before anything's happened, it probably hasn't been done early. And then that free kick was taken too early. It went straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Yes, that was chalk and cheese, that one from Paul White, who decided to take his time. I didn't see who made the free kick, but before anyone else was ready. That's a missed kick from the goalkeeper. It should be Gary Storers. He'll let it go for a throw-in. No reason to risk a heavy touch. Still 1-0 here to Kettering. Michael Richards scoring on, about 28 minutes, wasn't it? With a header. There he is again, misses that header, but puts it through and puts it straight into the face of Dan Holman.
I think Dan was impressed with that. So he's knocking his good looks around there. He's
just
put his thumb up.
He's having a smile as well, isn't he? Good to see. Throw in then, right in front of the Kettering dugout, which is situated on the left of the 2 dugouts, as we look. We are pretty much just above those. Rushall Olympic in the corner then. Twisting, turning, ball goes in. Paul White collects easily. This time it is an early distribution. He's going to put Honus on the end of it, and he's forced the goalkeeper to head. That's a good distribution, that from Paul White, and it's all a little bit scrappy at the back for Rushall Olympic as they put the ball out for a throw-in, but Paul White really caused some problems for his opposite number. Kettering get another throw-in in front of the home dugout this time. Gary Storer with it, looking for an option. He's not really got anything. He's going to try and find O'Connor. That's cut out almost too easily by the number 8 and cleared away. Luke Graham underneath it, heads it back forward, headed back again. Towers with this one. Passes it on the ground to Kelly, who mistouches and allows it to go straight through to the number 12. It's Little. Back to the back line and all the way back to the goalkeeper. He's going to have to hit this first time. He does as the plane goes very low over the ground. Obviously on its way to Mallorca, or somewhere warmer than it currently is here anyway.
West Bromwich probably. It's only the size, isn't it? Look at the state of it. I mean, it's still going. I mean, it's Roturn on the far side with the ball. Kettering feeds the ball through, but cut out easily by Salmons. Still with the ball, trips, falls over, being pressured by Holman. Plays the ball.
Dealing with the physical challenge that they've got in store for them today with a big Rushall side. Certainly not the tallest Kettering side, but they're doing okay at the moment, aren't they? And it'll please Marcus Law that against a big side, their goal came from a header as well.
Exactly, it was a good, powerful header into the top left-hand corner, and there's the man himself, Richards, flicking the ball on to Honus. But Rushall get the ball back to Penley, who puts a high ball that Meikle is underneath, but Towers has got there, cleared by Luke Graham, and a long punt by Luke Graham. If O'Connor can keep this in, he'll do well. The number 3 comes off, throw into Kettering, down by the corner flag-ish. That's where all the Kettering fans are housed down there. Come on, Kettering, they're shouting. Good contingent from Northamptonshire here. Only an hour's trip from the metropolis, as I say. It's going to be Gary Storer to take this throw-in. Good to see Storer back after being out for such a long time through injury. Puts the ball to Honus. It's Storer, though, gives the ball away. And Rushall get the ball towards Lund, but there's a handball there. Referee missed that. Towers got the ball. Plays it back to Paul White. Lund trying to close him down. Chipped out by White. But it's only found Meikle, who puts the ball back to Joe Slynn. Slynn then with the goal kick. Lights come on here at Dales Lane. It's Kelly with the ball. He's got Meikle alongside him. Finds Roturner. Long ball, but that should be easy cut out by Rushall. It is. Under pressure from Honus. Ball back with Whittle. Holman does well, but it's still Rushall who kicked the ball high into the evening sky. Roturner underneath it. Push there on Holman, nothing given. And Waldron and Storer collide, but Kettering come away with it, with Towers on the halfway line. Squares it to Roturner on the far side. Roturner to Kelly. Kelly having to come back under pressure from May. Roturner with the ball, back to Kelly. Turn and foul. Ball back. Kelly with the ball just inside Kettering's half, feeds it to Declan Towers, midway in Kettering's half, pumps the ball forward towards Storer. Made a lot of room here, got a bit of space if he can get one over. It's a low ball down though. There's Honus, he goes down, claims a penalty, referee waves it away, and nothing given. Towers gets the ball back to Richards. Richards overhead kick. And this helped Kettering. Paul White then with the goal kick towards Holman. He's beaten to it easily though. Richards heads the ball down. Referee says not. Handball, and Kelly gets away with it. Got a bit of space on the far side now. Kelly. Still Kelly. Bit of alley double shuffle there. Finds Holman. Holman to Storer. Storer back to Holman. Holman puts one in. Little flick by Honus towards Kelly, but there's Penley again, caused him to be a problem in the centre-back position. And a missed kick there by Rushall, and Towers mopping up. Didn't play the pull back to Paul White. Pumps it forward for Honus to chase, but a combination between Penley and the goalkeeper. Penley won that. and Rushall come away with the ball. Headed on by Lund, but Kettering retrieve it. Richards plays the ball forward. There's Penley and Honus. This time it is a foul, and it's going to be a foul on Orin Penley, I think. Yep, Penley goes in against one of his former teammates.
Yeah, he's
Kettering fans
wasn't necessarily any skill by Honus. I think he's just misjudged the bounce of the ball there. Right, Penley. So he's going in the book.
First essay of the day then for the referee to scribe onto. So free kick then to be taken eventually. Aaron O'Connor going to retrieve the ball by the big Kettering Town flag that's hanging on the side over there. He kicks it to Marcus Kelly where the referee is stood, and referee putting his hands up. I thought he was taking a photograph. Yeah. Felt like a selfie, didn't it?
Yes, I think he's saying he's going to be on the whistle. No quick free kicks here.
So the ref having a quick word with the Rushall player, the captain Salmons, who's the one-man war. Remember, Kelly put the ball in for the first goal. It's Kelly again. Plays it square here for Meikle. Puts one in, he doesn't direct it though, and it's cleared by Rushall, as Towers does well, but heads the ball out for a throw-in on the halfway line, so the advantage lost there. Kettering having to regroup rather quickly. Speaker puts a long ball on the far side. Honus can't get there. It's back with Waldron. Now it is over to Pendley. They've just gone into the book in the centre. Puts a long ball for May to chase, but Rowe Turner's underneath it. But he puts a dangerous ball in for the 19. That's Lund. Lund turns. Danger here for Kettering. Rowe Turner though does exceptionally well, makes up for it. Now Kettering in with a chance. It's 3 against 4 as Kelly advances forward. He's got Honus on one side of him. He's got Rowe Turner on the left. He gives it to Honus. Honus down by the corner flag now. Comes inside the penalty area. Does a dummy. Puts the ball through. Passes it to May, and all the good work ruined by a sloppy pass. And away come Rushall now with the chance. It's the number 8 puts the ball through, but Paul White comes out and actually he delays himself and trying to pick the ball up. He's out now playing as a sweeper, and he needs to get back in that goal or a long range shot could come in, and who knows what can happen there. They looked up, they're going to go for it, but he's back in his 6-yard box. Feeds the ball through to O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan goes down wanting a free kick. Referee says no. Bit of a wobble there from Paul. Yeah, you see what he's doing. He wanted to let it roll into the box, but it got some spin on it, which meant it just sort of stopped no more than half a yard outside his area. Then he's taken a touch, and then actually he's taken a really good touch to beat the attacker. But yes, it was all a little bit nervy for Paul White. But he's got the ball now on the 6-yard box. Take this kick, delivered it. He's going towards Richards, who's won the header again. He's most headers he has. Holman trying to flick through. O'Connor can't, and cleared by the number 7 Waldron. Kettering though, as Luke Graham goes down. In fact, it is now Meikle running his way through here. Meikle might try a shot, puts a square ball in. Here comes. Holman should have had a shot, but he tried to get the ball through to O'Connor, and between them, the ball went out of play when the simple option was to shoot, and number 2 would have been bulging in the net. I think what he's realised there, Holman, is that the ball's a little bit too pacey, and he's half stretching to get the pass away. But yeah, maybe probably should have attempted something at goal. But I mean, only a matter of inches away from O'Connor's outstretched boot would have made it 2. We've nearly must be half time, surely. Played about 44 minutes. 1-0 to Poppies as the May for Rushall gets the ball to Luke Graham, who pummels it out of play. Throw into Rushall Olympic. It is May with the ball, having to be pushed back. He finds Meikle. Rushall on the advantage here, trying to find Waldron. It's the number 3. He plays in Salmons outside penalty. Puts the ball through. Out comes Paul White as An advancing Rushall player. It's going to be 1 minute of added time in this first half. So there's been no injuries and no real incidents really.
A goal, wasn't there? That's about it, and a couple of half stoppages for free kicks and things. But
so Paul White gets the ball back into play. It's found Meikle. Meikle's trying to weave his way through, which he's done. He's beaten 3 players, puts the ball through. I think he tried a shot there.
Yeah.
And it was a rather optimistic
There's
one.
a reason why they call those goals on Tuesdays 1 in 100. And I'm surely hope Meikle isn't going to try another 99 before he gets another one.
Well, when he does score, they are special, aren't they? I mean,
yes, yeah.
He doesn't do simple tap-ins. And that was going to be another special one had it been on target, but it wasn't.
It's an understatement.
So Joe Slynn then with this goal kick as we're heading towards the half-time whistle. It's going towards May. May heads the ball onto O'Callaghan. Luke Graham cuts it out. Hoofs it out for throw on the far side. That'll be taken by Tyler Little. Little then with the throw in to O'Callaghan. Cleared by Kelly. It's found Pendley. He just hoofs the ball out for a throw in, rather uncultured.
Yeah, probably just be time for this throw in, and if it goes anywhere, that, and if not, probably be the half when it eventually gets taken, or in Pendley coming forward to take that. So unless this looks dangerous, I think there's not much more in it. Kettering are going to try and make something of it though, but Rushall will clear. Oh, we've still got some time left apparently.
It's a long minute, isn't it?
It's a long minute, unless the board being held up was a bit premature, you never know.
What, 11 minutes?
Yeah. Yes. Although it is a minimum of 1 added minute, of course. Meikle puts the, Richards puts the ball down the line for Storer to chase. Cleared away. That is the half time. Half time then. It's Rushall Olympic 0, Kettering Town 1. Richards with the goal on about 28 minutes from a floated corner. Headed powerfully, and the goalkeeper for Rushall, Joe Slynn.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. Could only parry it into the top of his own net. So half time, we're going to go and try and get some warmth in us at some point. But it is Rushall Olympic 0, Kettering Town 1.